few different items. My final list is different than my original list. So my very first item is my sleeping bag. Women tend to get colder than men, so I went with a -30 sleeping bag to try and keep me really warm. There's some basic things that were always on the list. A knife. My friend designed this. I really like the curve of this knife. It's got a lot of chopping power for batoning wood, so very excited about this knife. A saw. For me, I went with a folding saw. When I'm up cutting wood, I can get to branches that are higher than I would normally be able to get to because of the reach of the saw. A ferro rod. Throws off some pretty good sparks. You want those sparks that really last until they hit the ground. My next item is an axe. Chose this because there's gonna be a lot of firewood to split. All of the wood is extremely wet. So I need to be able to get to the center of that wood in order to get dry wood initially. And then over time, I'll be able to dry wood out around my fire. Next, I went with a gill net. My next item, hooks and 300 yards of fishing line. I got 200 yards of 30-pound test, and then I got 100 yards of 80-pound test because I'm not bringing any rope, hoping to be able to use this as my main rope source to start with. Now my 2-quart pot changed to a pan. I went with a 16 by 16-inch stainless steel pan. The only downside of this is that it's heavy, but if I'm doing water catchment off my tarp, it doesn't really matter. My next 2 items are food. It may not be delicious, but it's gonna be good for me. There's a lot of calories packed in this. This is 5 pounds of pemmican right here. And pemmican is a mixture of fat, dried meat, and berries, generally in a 50-40-10 ratio. My other food item is 5 pounds of gorp. I decided to go with 2 items of food, mostly because in lieu of bringing a tarp and having an easy shelter, I decided to bring an extra food item instead, so I'll have the energy and not have to rely on getting food those first few days. So I'm giving myself sort of a start, a kickstart, by bringing that extra item of food. All right, and I'm off. I'm ready to face this challenge. I want to thrive out there. I want to do well. I want to make my family proud. And if I'm the last person standing, good on me. I'm doing the show for my kids, for women everywhere, for girls to be able to grow up and know that they can do anything they want. We all have choices, and you can choose to stay on this Western path of modern society, which I don't think works, or you can choose to jump off that path and choose your own destiny.